So as always, a rich boy's loft pie, human hunting pie, their high royal blue crime. New Year's Day finds, September blue murder, certainly not mine. No Black Panther, Sandringham serial killer here. Black Wizard terrorist, Yeshua, Evergreen Toxic Crane Corporation. Sachs Goburn Goffer, Windsor SS. And they certainly will make more than your social media accounts disappear for exposing the truth. The corrupt powers to be do not want you to know, do not want you to see. And as always, no beast of Punjab, Bradford, serial killer here, and certainly not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex trafficked gal on the Royal Sandringham estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. Simon Bailey don't cry, his blonde host plainclothes lover, not true detective. And certainly no Red Car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West, Black Panther, serial killer here. No Clockwork Orange, Norwich train station, mountain bike rapist. As always, I was on a woman's black Dutchy bike, not a mountain bike. All mixed into the black shroud of Sandringham just to set me up further. And then when you do put the truth online for everyone to see, the truth first is a big monster lie, so they burn down your social media accounts. And 3 Facebook accounts burned down this week. My 3 biggest Instagram accounts also that were linked to my Facebook accounts. Again, for exposing the truth, the proof, the evidence and facts, freedom of speech and expression, freedom of choice, peaceful protest of innocence, which is a crime and a violation on big tech social media, on Facebook. So again, 17-year-old sex trafficked gal, abused and hunted, found dead on New Year's Day, Royal Sandringham estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. So again, all in the bag, a rich boy's loft pie, human hunting pie. Very much like the film, The Final Girl, rich boys hunting young girls for blood sport, and obviously a lot going on for the royal family at the moment, with Prince Andrew and the royal family very much in the spotlight. So it's very interesting. One was a 4-year Facebook account, and that was started to bring up videos in the memories that YouTube had burnt down, very key videos, so they certainly want that account disappeared. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapo, it's the local Nazis, Simon Bailey don't cry, and his blonde host plainclothes lover. So again, when you do find yourself in a golden circle, golden dragon, precision engineered, Clockwork Orange, golden squeeze, you certainly do have to follow your golden compass. Dis Mason Council, White Lodge, the local mafia, the local mob. And Jojo, Steph's friend, has just gone into Tesco's, so just doing a little video here now. And I was doing a video here one day, and there was a man parked here in a nice Land Rover. He was looking at me a bit curious as to why I was making a video. So after I'd made a little short video, I went and had a chat with him. Turned out he knew all the gamekeepers on the Royal Sandringham estate killing fields, knew exactly what I was talking about. And he also told me about some of the shenanigans with Camilla and Prince Charles at the time at Sandringham behind Princess Diana's back. So plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, certainly not mine. You can't see the full worm moon at the moment. It's come down misty and foggy. There is evil in the mist. Plenty of hosts for the hungry, bloodthirsty beast in high places. No hosts for the beast here. And one big can of worms has been opened with the Epstein files. Talk also of another young girl who was murdered, but this time did involve Prince Andrew Epstein, Frogmore Cottage. Another young girl who was murdered in a satanic ritual has now been investigated by Surrey Police. It also involves Prince Andrew and some very unsavoury characters. And there's two other young girls who were forced into rough sex and then murdered, buried on a golf course. And talk also of bodies of children and young girls being buried on the Epstein Ranch in Texas. So there really are plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes, certainly not mine, human hunting, feasting, blood drinking, harvesting adrenochrome. So 19 Facebook accounts, did have 7 YouTube channels also burned down that had no strikes, but 2 YouTube channels have come mysteriously back online. One burned down 4 years ago, one burned down 3 years ago. And in Dis, Norfolk, UK, it is a 22-year catch-22, complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office. And they certainly will pay to make you disappear. And certainly no Roy White and White Van Man, Christian B, Sandringham serial killer here, Black Wizard terrorist, Dis shooter, really don't think so. One big monster con, one big monster bluff, and as always you can see Dis, Tesco's and Morrison's. Every monster lie, bogus diagnosis mixed into their big pick and mix monster deal. Buy one big monster lie, get 2 free. And the closest I got to cereal is Kellogg's Cornflakes. Closest I got to Henry, portrait of a serial killer, is a Hoover. So one big monster bluff. Anyhow, God bless, take care. But they certainly will pay to make you disappear. Again, all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder. Certainly not mine, has been a silver Ford Focus. During the rains in Dis recently, haven't seen in more recent times. Plenty of guns for hire, always those who'll do other people's dirty work and others who'll do anything. For money, drugs and alcohol, why you do have to follow your golden compass, for you do get boxed up, locked up or done in. And they'll set you up as a red car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, to get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key. Again, it's all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, frames and fixture switches, monster lies, bogus diagnosis. Certainly not mine. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. In Dis, Norfolk, UK, more bogus diagnosis than on Jack the Ripper. In the Mist in London, but no Norfolk Jack the Kipper, Sandringham serial killer here. And that is a chicken lorry. You can see Granswick Crown chicken managers. Garth, Scott and Deborah, Tricky Ricky Martin, real cutting room jigsaw trap. Very deadly serial killer bird flu virus that's infected Dis, Norfolk, UK. Big police SS collaboration, a deadly serial killer swine flu virus. Monster lies did cost me my job on nights and on days, led to my suspension. 15-day bogus investigation that I had no say in. Then my immediate dismissal and not one word in writing. And that was a Granswick bacon butcher in Hull who did abduct, kidnap, rape, butcher and murder Libby Squire, the young UEA student. So don't get mad, get even. And like Pink says, when you're surrounded by bigwig gnolls, knobs, dickheads, hags, liars and evil clowns, they'll certainly disappear before they come for me. But as always, no red car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Wright, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West, Black Panther, serial killer here, really don't think so. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. And Steve Wright, Ipswich, 5 girls murdered in 10 days, 22 miles from here. May have been involved in the Ringland murders in Norwich, also 22 miles from here. And in this Norfolk, UK, really is a 22-year catch-22. Complete abuse of power, position, authority and influence in public office, all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, certainly not mine. And Steve Wright has just been given another life sentence for the murder of Victoria Hall. 17-year-old girl who was murdered, found naked in a ditch, dating back to 1999. So a crime is a crime whenever it's committed, unless it's a high royal blue crime. New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And it has been an interesting observation. Have you ever set up for a murder you didn't commit and you expose the truth? That'll be you who'll be banned, blocked, deleted, punished, blacklisted, shadow banned by the goons on big tech social media. That'll be your social media accounts are burned down. That'll be you who'll be boxed up, locked up, or done in, disappeared one way or another. Again, all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder. Certainly not mine. See Prince Harry the Spare for details. So all in the bag in this Norfolk, UK. 7 monster lies, 7 bogus diagnoses. Again, more bogus diagnosis on Jack the Ripper, who they've now identified, apparently, using new DNA technology. In fact, more bogus diagnosis than on any serial killer, paedophile, rapist, ripper, black wizard terrorist, shooter, mass murderer, you can mention past or present. And Christian B has just been released from prison in Germany. Roy Whiting, the white van man who abducted the young girl Sarah Payne, abused and murdered her. He was beaten and stabbed up in prison recently. Ian Huntley, 50 miles from here, the Sower murders near Newmarket. He just had his head split open in prison. And one big black axe hatchet job, saw trap in this Norfolk, UK. So you can see Burston Mill, Pages and Co. This Skelton Road assassins, this Woodyard, Parish Fields, not so healthy centre. They are all related. Now it's like Daniel Morgan, he was going to expose corrupt police officers at Scotland Yard. He ended up with an axe in his head in the Golden Lion pub car park, so you certainly do have to follow your golden compass before you get axed. And again, that is the name of the game, set you up as a red car Michael Dunn, Michael Sands, Sutcliffe Steve Ray, Wayne Cousins, Brady Huntley, Fred West, to get you done in or boxed up, locked up, throw away the key. But Prince of Darkness, E.T. hybrid host, Red Dragons, their high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. Norfolk Bacon SS, Windsor Gestapos, the local Nazis. Simon Bailey Don't Cry and his blonde host plainclothes lover and her partner, not true detectives. No one's got true on it, that is all true. Another good film, Ghost Story. And that certainly is all true. You're welcome to prove me wrong. And certainly no black wizard here in a Volvo estate. Again, Dismason Council, White Lodge, the local mafia. It's the local mob. And again, a rich boy's loft pie, human hunting pie. They all look like a bit like a load of zombies coming out of the mist. A very deadly serial killer virus in Dis, Norfolk, UK. Again, all delivered by Dis Post Office. Royal Mail, Postie Assassins, Vigilantes, Postie Mayor. They are the big super spreader carriers, only have infected everyone apart from me. And a good film pledge, Jack Nicholson, Giant of a Man, riding round in a black Volvo estate called The Wizard, abducting children and young girls, but No Sandringham serial killer, black wizard terrorist, is shooter. No Blitz Limey, MPGP cop, ex-wife killer here. And you can see Simmons coaches, 7 poison dwarfs, Martin Simmons. Monster Lies did cost me my coach driving job. Nearly got me killed on 3 occasions. Anyhow, God bless, take care.